What if I told you that the new generation of tias is no longer going to take 3 hours to make tamales? Instead, we are going to be making them in less than 40 minutes. This recipe, I will be using chile guajillo. I'm going to cut my onion in half, then in half again. That's how much onion I'm using. To cover this with water, and I'm going to let it boil until everything is nice and soft. Because I'm making a small batch of tamales, I'm going to be using half a chicken breast. I'll be adding the other half of that onion, adding 2 small bay leaves, some salt, and finally a pinch of oregano. I will be filling to the top with water and letting it come to a boil until everything is cooked. Let's do our masa. 3 cups of flour. I will be using about 2 cups of water, adding a cup of olive oil, cooking powder, adding a generous amount of salt. If your masa is not hydrated enough, then you are going to wait and you are going to add some chicken broth. In total, I am adding 2 cups of chicken broth. You want to leave it on your counter for about 10 minutes before you actually start using it. I had some tomato left over from another recipe, so I'm going to be using this. But if you were to make this recipe, I would recommend to use 2 tomatoes. Adding 1 cup of chicken broth. I'll be using powdered cumin. I'll be adding just a little bit of salt. Taking this into the blender until everything is nice and combined. When I'm ready, I'm going to take some of that masa. I'll put it onto my corn husk. I'll add a little bit of chicken. I'll make sure that that chicken is mixed in. It is ready to go. Then I will fold it over, the other side over as well. I'm just going to be pushing everything to the top, and this is what it's looking like. I have this handy contraption. It is usually used to steam vegetables. And make sure that you get something that you're able to put into the Instant Pot just to have at least about 1 inch. If you don't know, tamales cook off of the steam. I have all of my tamales ready to go into the Instant Pot, but before I do, I'm going to be adding 1 cup of water. My tamales are not perfect, so they're all different shapes and sizes. And I'm going to pressure cook for 35 minutes. I accidentally forgot the tamales in the crock pot, but let me show you how they came out. Perfect they are.